Welcome. Today we have the Gaggia Espresso machine. It's the Evolution series. And I'm going to go over real quickly what came in the box. It was very, very well packaged. Even the stainless steel had the extra covering on it to keep it from getting scratched in manufacturing and shipping. It comes with a special pod system filter, which I'm not familiar with at all. That has the single cup and the double cup crema perfetta filters. It's got the dozer, the stamper, and the measuring cup. Of course, it's got the catch. It's got a little plate that we just looked at. Basically has all. It's even got a nice little tray up here on top to keep you from knocking off your stuff. It's pretty cool. This is the Panarello, lower part and upper part. This is where we're going to make steam or dispense water and froth milk. So that's basically what we got. This does not have a grinder, of course, so we went ahead and ground some espresso coffee, and we're going to do the double dose and kind of go through how it works. The first thing we got to do is we got to take the water reservoir out, rinse it out, any debris from manufacturing. Okay, that noise you hear is our water filter, which brings up a good point. I'm using filtered water in here, very, very well filtered water, so the issue of scaling, well, it won't be an issue. And you'll see there's two hoses right here. One is for to get it up in the machine, and the other is to set it back if it's not used or if you have to cool down the boiler. So it says on the first installation, you have to, of course, rinse this out and fill it up no higher than the max line. I'll show you what that is right here. It's right here if you can see it. I couldn't see it till just a second ago. And then it says to plug it in and press the power button. It's on, it's flashing, but you can barely see it. It might be because of the lights in here, but it says to place a container under the Panarello, which is this right here. Steam hot knob to counterclockwise to dispense hot water until all three on-off buttons. All three of these buttons have to flash simultaneously. And they're flashing. So then turn the knob off again. The on-off button will come on steady, and the coffee button number 2 will start flashing, turning steady once the factory set temperature is reached. It's flashing, and when that hits steady, that means we can make some coffee. The circuit must be primed upon machine's first use or when the water tank is empty. Fill the water tank with cold water up to the max level. Place a container under the Panarello. Turn the steam hot water counterclockwise to dispense water from the Panarello until a steady jet comes out. So that's what we're doing. Well, we gotta wait for that to get hot enough. And there it goes. Till the steady jet comes out. Okay, it didn't work for a little while. We ran out of battery. We turned it off for a second, and we turned it back on, turned it back off, jiggled it around a little bit, and now I think it's done. So that's primed now. It says to finish dispensing, turn the steam hot water to clockwise, empty the container. Note the machine does not have a signal for a shortage of water in the tank. If the pump is very noisy, the tank is probably empty. How to insert and remove the filter. So we're supposed to take this off. Empty here. This is the filter holder. We're gonna do 1 cup of coffee. So we get the one that's not quite as deep. I don't want to force it on there, so I'll just force it on there. And there you go. It has its own little feet to stand up on. Doesn't need a stand for that. All right, so to do it the first time, you're supposed to dry run this without running coffee, or warm this dude up. It's got a dot right here showing open and a little arrow, and you pull it all the way until there's an arrow here and an arrow here till they match. That's how you do that. You need to preheat the filter holder before brewing the first coffee. Insert the filter holder with the filter for 1 or 2 cups in the brewing. Place the cup beneath the filter. Hold and press the coffee button when it's on steady to dispense a cup of coffee.
So this is just to warm it up.
Yeah. And that's all you need to do. Take this out so you don't spill it all over yourself. Take this off. The scoop that it came with is 1 serving. So you get yourself 1 serving of coffee. You put it in there. And then on the back of the scoop, there's a tamper. We're going to tamp this down all the way that we can. Nice and level. They said clean the edges if there's any right here. And keeping it level. Try to find those grooves again. Turn it till those arrows line up. Coffee button's on steady. Press it once. Oh. And there you have a cup of espresso. So here's what happens if you try to use the same coffee grounds twice. All right, so we have our espresso, but now we want cappuccino. So we need to froth some milk. So what I have to do is I have to press the steam button. Once this comes on steady, that means we're at steam level, I can kind of purge whatever's left in there, get that out before we put the milk in. The milk, they want a 3% fat milk that's 5 degrees Celsius. I don't know what, that's a 2% milk, and I'm sure it's not freezing. But that's what we got. So this is on steady. So now I open this up to let whatever liquid's still in the tube until we get steam. And there's lots of cautions about how hot that steam is. And then we get our milk frothing jug right there. And we start steaming. So the idea here is to go up and down and swirl it while it's steaming until it's as frothy as you want it. And it says tap it down and let it rest for a minute. I'm going to put this in water. Kind of steam clean that nozzle. All right, now we have our frothy milk. We have our espresso. We'll put a little bit of this on top. And now we have cappuccino. I don't think I got that frothy enough, but you get the idea.
Pretty.
It is pretty. Give it a little taste. That's good. It is strong, but it works, and you see how it works. Once you get used to it, it's nice. It's red. It's pretty. You can see how much water we use just by playing with it that little bit. So I would strongly recommend that you use filtered water in it, especially if you live in Texas. So I like it. I think you will too. Thank you for watching.